What's up, y'all?
One more time. One more time. One more time. One more. One more time. One more time. One more time.
Alrighty, what do we got next?
One more time. One more.
A little OTT? Dude, the OTT goes hard. You know what I'm talking about. Sounds so quiet without the OTT. Yeah, it really punches up the drums. Dude, it sounds gnarly. Nice. Alright, this is a little loop. What else we got? Sounds like some Final Fantasy chords, you know what I'm saying? Alright, what's next? Okay, I thought that would be smoother, but it's all good. Okay, this one's chill. Alright, we got some chill vibes on this one. That's number 4. What's after that? Oh yeah, this one's crazy. Yo, Cyanide, what's up, bro? What's going on? That's what's up. Alright, what else we got? acoustic guitar beat there. Alright. What else we got? Dude, this one needs some OTT, let me tell you. Maybe it's a little too much. Nice. This one's chill too. Dude, Synac writes in and says, did you make these off stream or in previous streams I missed? I might need a through watch. Dude, I'm so glad you asked. Actually, these are pretty new. I was working on these while I was traveling this week. That's why I didn't stream on Saturday. But I'm back home. But yeah, these are actually beats that I made on a plane, which is pretty chill, that you can take the M8 all over the place and make sick music. So yeah, this is all stuff that I made offline, dude, in a flying plane. So you better believe it. Although it is kind of hard to hear certain frequencies when you're making music on a plane. You have to have nice headphones, which I don't, but it's all good. But yeah, I made like all these. I think there's 8 of them, maybe 10. Yeah, there's 10 of them. So yeah, I made all these on the plane. So M8's fun. It's fun to take on the go. All right, what is this one? What are we doing here? This one's pretty chill. Yeah, you can see they're all kind of just like loops and stuff. Alright, last one. Yeah, some of these turned out kind of quiet. Dude, you better believe it. Yeah, man, you don't need a lot of space to use this thing. Super duper tiny. I had a lot of fun with some of these because I was experimenting with this like kind of low volume percussion, because normally I do like the boom bap pattern where it's like boom, 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 you know, like that. But yeah, with these I was like very minimal with the percussion, so it's kind of like just, you know, sort of drum fill type sounds almost. But yeah, it turned out pretty sick. It's like, it almost sounds like it's its own song. It's like an arrangement that I put together basically. Yeah, it's got a crazy texture. Definitely that like sampled from vinyl type sound. And of course the OTT helps. Dude, the texture is like so much further back without the OTT. It brings out the sparkles. You can hear the sizzle. Smoke it. Smoke if you got 'em. Yeah, so this one was crazy too, because I was totally just messing around with this melody. Dude, and the thing is, I didn't even write this melody. So like, basically what I did was I created a new pattern. So let's do that. And dude, I've never used this feature before, but I was totally experimenting with it. Dude, what instrument is this? Instrument 9. So this is like this guitar. I have like a bunch of delay on it. But basically what I did is if you hold shift and press option until you're selecting like the entire column, you can hold option and press right and it'll do random fill pattern, right? So this is kind of like something you can do with hi-hats. You can like place random ones basically. But what I didn't know about it is you can hold option and press up and it'll give you different notes. Like, isn't that so dope? It's like, bro, there's no way I'm writing like melodies like this. But you can just randomize it. It's like my ambient soundtrack that I'm making. I don't know, some of it kind of sounds like out of key, like, I don't know, it's weird. But I got really lucky with it. Or maybe it is in a certain key. It might be in C major or something. Like, doesn't that sound dope? Like, dude, I could put some hip-hop drums on that and just call it a day, probably. But I mean, of course, the delay is definitely doing a lot of work too. So that it kind of adds to that sort of spatial, whatever you call it. Spatiality, I guess. But yeah, so anyways, recap. Hold shift option option. You press edit right. Oh no. Take that back. Okay, shift option option. Then you hold option, you press right. It does random notes. And then you do up or down. And it does random like note numbers. Right is the placement. Up is like the numbers. Dude, yeah, I was having so much fun with this, and that's basically what this melody is like, I didn't write this, I randomized it, and then some of the notes sounded kind of wonky, so I had to fix them, but like, this is how it sounds in the mix. I don't know, I was having way too much fun with this, but I gotta mess around with it more, because it's definitely a powerful tool that I maybe will start using to create even more melodies. So yeah, pretty dope stuff. Dude, recliner, now you know, dude. Yeah, Mystery 42. We got tips and tricks for days. You better recognize. Yeah, oh, you can do velocities too? How do you do that? By selecting the velocity? And then option. Oh, wow. Dude, look at that, bro. Dude, that's got to be great for hi-hats. Alright, we're going to the lab today. Dude, so many fun... Oh, dude, I just totally screwed up the velocity of all these notes. Is there an easy way to make these all 64? Or, I don't know, let's see, what does it sound like when it's all different? Okay, it's kind of a vibe. It's like super quiet. Yeah, so if you select them all and you hold edit, and then you press up, it does the volume. But if you do option, it seems like option is like the random fill shortcut or whatever. So you do option up, and it randomizes the velocity. Option down does as well. Maybe up is like it gets louder and down it gets quieter. I'm not sure. And then if you do right, it's also doing it random. Dude, I don't even know. Dude, this is fun stuff though. All right. Wow. We're getting lost in the sauce here. But that's what the stream's all about. Okay. Dude. Well, hello everyone. Welcome. And yeah, I've been out and about for a little bit. I was doing a little bit of traveling, but I'm back. And that's why I sound a little sick and why I don't have the camera on. Because I caught a little bug when I was on the plane. That's what happens when you put all these people in this little metal container. Okay. But yeah, so I made all these beats on the plane, and my idea for this stream, well, I'm going to make some regular beats, do what I do, but I also did want to carve out some time to listen to these and like kind of add some different layers and stuff, because it's a little bit difficult working on music when you're on a plane, because it's like, there's just this very loud ambient noise, so it's like kind of hard to hear like the bass notes and frequencies. So a lot of these beats I just played that I all made on the plane, a lot of them don't have bass parts because I just couldn't hear it. It's too hard to hear. But now that I'm back on the ground, I can check it out. Anyways, let's start from scratch though. And scratch the itch here. See what we got. Dude, no way to return them to 64? Yeah, it's all good. Probably just have to punch it in one at a time. Which is not too bad, I guess. Or you know what? Let me try something. Maybe I'll do one more thing here. Or I didn't even save it. Okay, check it out. So let's do our little shortcut, right? Oops. And then you do option, shift option, option. And then you hold option. So we got them all randomized here. I think if you wanted them to be 64, you'd probably just have to delete all this. So you highlight it and then you hold shift and press edit, I think. No, I don't even know what that did. Highlight it and then hold option and press edit. Boom. Now it's all gone. And then once it's all gone, you can just do 64 one at a time. That's probably the best way to do it. I don't think that there's like a shortcut to revert it, unfortunately. Or you could just clone it. So before you randomize the velocity, just make a backup of it. And then you can randomize this one. But then you've got the original. That's at 64 if you ever want to revert. That's the thing about M8. There's like a million ways to do everything, which is pretty chill. Okay, so yeah, I just did a bunch of crap there. Let me do another new one here. Dude, B Jammin since birth. What's up, bro? Welcome. And B Jammin says, could the move sequence the M8? Dude, it totally could. Yeah, man. They have this. There's actually a special like mode of the move where it like, I forget what it's called. It's like an overtake module or something. It's with the hacked firmware. But yeah, basically you can use it as a controller. But I think you can also sequence notes from it, maybe. I think using it as a controller is a little bit different. It's more like performance oriented. But yeah, I think you could send notes via MIDI that trigger certain tracks of the M8. I haven't tried that though. The M8 sequencer is very good. But yeah, it's always fun to try using different sequencers to like see how it interacts and stuff. But yeah, I've definitely used this thing over MIDI, like with the Lo-Fi 12XT, sending MIDI notes to it to control like certain instruments and whatnot. So definitely possible. But yeah, you have to mess around with it. Dude, heck yeah. But yeah, let's get cooking here. And yeah, I kind of want to keep messing around with this sound that I've been working on where it's like that kind of low percussion type stuff. So see if I can find some samples that get the job done. Sorry about that. Okay. What are we doing here? Go in the old vinyl samples folder. Oops. Yeah, so there's a bunch of like crazy. I have this, it's like a sample pack from this guy. I don't even remember where I got it from, to be honest with you. But it's like all these vinyl samples. I don't know where this guy recorded them from, but there's a ton of cool stuff. A lot of cool textures and like... Okay, that sounds pretty tight. A lot going on, but let's see what we can do here. So yeah, the way that I figure out how what the tempo of the sample is on the M8 is I usually just put a note on the top, and then I let it play. And if it sounds like it's looping kind of weird, then I adjust the pitch of it. So it sounds like it's going too fast, and I need to slow it down. Sounds pretty good actually. But that's if I wanted it at 90 BPM. So if I wanted it at a different BPM, I'd have to keep messing around with it. Should have picked a BPM first. I think we could do 90. It sounds pretty chill. Whoa, B-Jim, you got a Tonverk? Dude, that's what's up. Those things look dope. Yeah, you could probably do cool stuff with that. Okay, so we got this percussion loop. And I wanted to find the right tempo, so now I can put some notes in and chop it with the STA command. So instead of putting the slice markers in, you can kind of just pick random points in the sample, which is sometimes chaotic, but sometimes fun as well. See how you can find this like weird pocket, and I basically was just picking random notes or random start values. Although these ones are both ending in 7. I don't know, you can do really cool stuff by just literally like picking random stuff. But anyways, all right, so we got a little groove here. Let me try to do like a second part of this, so it's 2 bars instead of 1 bar. Put some reverse commands in here too. Flip the script. What do we got? PLY01. It's a little heavy-handed, but it's good if you put it like right before the next note. Sometimes it like sounds kind of interesting. Alright, nice and subtle. Okay. Alright, and then let's do something different on this last bar. So this will make it 4 bars. Nice. Okay. So we got this nice, like, kind of low percussion loop. So the next thing I want to do is try and add some, like, low drums to it. Like, maybe something from, like, a drum fill, maybe a kick. But I don't want to do, like, a basic kind of, like, you know, kick, snare, hi-hat type pattern. So let's keep on grooving here. See what else we got in the old bag of tricks. This one's interesting. I don't know where I would put it though. Let's see if I can adjust the start point on this and make it so it starts kind of midway through. So it's just like the toms. Alright, so we can't have this fill show up like every bar because that's gonna be a little bit annoying. So let's do it on just 1 bar and then the rest of them will be blank. So basically it'll happen once every 4 bars and it happens on the last bar. So it's a nice little mix up there. Then yeah, let's just keep adding different layers. Yo, Leithanar, what's up, dude? Welcome. Maybe it was better on 8. Alrighty. What else we got? Like some more kicks would sound sick. Just gotta find the right timing here. Maybe do a low pass on it. Maybe not. All right. So we got some kicks in there. There's plenty more though. And yeah, that's kind of, I just want to keep like piecing together these random sort of like one-shot type samples to create this sort of like cohesive sound. Got to the bottom of the folder. What's in here? Dude, a nice crash? Hell yeah. Alright, so obviously this is the kind of thing you do not want to play every bar. So this is another one that I'll probably just pepper in. Where can I put it? Right here, maybe? Do kind of want it on the first bar. Okay, let's see how it sounds on the second bar. Maybe on the last bar? Might sound weird with that fill though. What does this sound like? Thing I really want on the first bar, so I guess I gotta do a whole new pattern for it. Okie dokie. Alright, so this is what it sounds like. Alright, we're not at the piano yet. I want to keep adding these percussion layers. What else we got? Maybe. Okay, no cowbell. I kind of want like a brush snare or something. Some kind of snare. Smash. It's a little too it's too much SFX there. Dude, Synax says, anyone remember the magnifiers for Game Boy screens? Dude, maybe we can get the same arrangement for M8. Bro, that would be sick. I think I still have mine. It's gotta be in a box somewhere. Yeah, it's like that little like attachment. It had like lights on it too. That thing was supreme. It made your Game Boy, it made it from like a 2-inch screen, or I don't know how many inches it was, but it did not magnify it by much, but it was just enough. Just enough to get the job done. Although Model 2, the screen is pretty big on this thing. It's much bigger than Model 1, that's for sure. Although the real hack is to plug it into the computer and use it on your computer screen. Because that's what I'm doing right now. Like looking at it on the screen. I don't even look at the M8. No touchy. Alright, let's see. What else we got here? percussion at? Here we go. Ooh, the brushes. Dude, this one sounds funky. What is this? It's got kind of like a wow 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 at the end of it. Alright, I think we can work with this. Okay, what else we got here? Or I gotta figure out where to put it actually. Nice. Alright. I want like maybe 2 more percussion sounds. And then we can move on to melody. Nice slide. What's in library 11? Dude, okay. I said we were gonna add more percussion, but I really like the string sound. So let's get this one in the mix here. Dude, hell yeah, bro. Okay. This sounds pretty chill. And so yeah, basically what I did is the sample didn't play through the whole bar, so I turn on this forward ping pong mode, aka forward PP. So essentially what it does is when it gets to the point where it's supposed to stop, it just starts playing it backwards. So you can see right around step number C is when it drops off. But if you do forward PP, which is on the sample screen, play mode, then it'll just ping pong. For things like string samples, it's like very hard to tell. It sounds basically the same because it's kind of like playing the string left and right. Like backwards is just kind of like one direction and forwards is the other or something. I don't know. For certain instruments, it sounds almost identical. I guess it's instruments that play on like a cycle or something. But anyways, so that was step 1. And then step 2 is I used this transpose column to bring the pitch down of these second string triggers. So it basically plays higher pitched and then it goes down by 2 semitones. Yeah, the transpose is dope. It's legendary, really. It's so fast too. I didn't have to change anything. I just brought it down. Alright, what else we got? Oh, whoops. Gotta pick a new track here. Alright, what's gonna go with our strings? not more strings. The timpani? It's kind of got a sick vibe. We can do better, but I like it. Dude, this one has a very similar sound to the snare. Or maybe not. I thought I had something kind of wiggly at the end, but I guess not. But yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of like throwing all these one-shots together. They kind of just create their own sort of sound, which is interesting. Nice. Dude, yeah, this one sounds dope. Yeah, it's got kind of that like drumless vibe because the percussion's all so low. These timpanis keep coming back. Dude, this bass, it's quiet, but I'll make it louder so you can hear it. I can hear it in my headphones. It sounds pretty sick. Boom, boom. Dude, I gotta make it louder. Why is it so quiet? Maybe amp 26? Dude, heck yeah. Thanks for stopping in, Leif Einar. Dude, chill out, take it easy. Check out the replay. That's what it's about. Dude, heck yeah. Thanks for stopping in, Synac. Take it easy, bro. Alright, so I could change the pitch of some of these bass triggers, one shots. So the strings go down 2 semitones on the second or the last 2 bars. Maybe I could do something like that. Dude, let's use the transpose cheat code. Boom. Maybe it doesn't quite work out. The thing about transpose is like, if all your notes are like C notes and it's like the correct scale, I think it works fine, but sometimes you gotta kind of get in there and mess around with it. So yeah, these ones I'll just do different and I'll kind of try to pick a pitch that's correct for what's going on with the strings. I don't know if this first one's right, but let's hear it all. Maybe I'll just keep it at the regular pitch. A3's not bad. Is that really 2 semitones? No, it's 3. See, I'm not going crazy. So yeah, sometimes instead of doing transpose, you can just change the values of the notes if it's not a pitch perfect match. Okay, so we got bass, strings, percussion sounds tight, but I do still want to add more, so we'll see what we can find. What's next? Dude, this is exactly what I was looking for. Nice light percussion. You can probably pepper it in somewhere. Hell yeah. So yeah, I started it a little bit later. So it's right at that sort of snap and first hit, or second hit, I think. But we got a question in the chat. Juan Hernandez asks, I know you're just being free. What do you categorize this beat as? Dude, I don't know. I'm not really good at genres, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm not sure how I would describe it. Kind of sounds like the drumless hip hop. Oh, I got something in my throat. Yeah, it's kind of like drumless hip hop, sort of, even though there is drums. It's like very low. Yeah, I don't even know. Sample collage, that's what I call it. All right, what else we got? Let's get some more melodic layers. I think the percussion sounded pretty good. double down on the strings. Not a good idea. Dude, I love adding another bass. Alright, I think this note would go really well after when it climbs down. So where did I put that? This one. I think like maybe right here. What is this? Oh, this is the string. Whoops. Yeah, the bass is right here. I'll do a low pass on it. Alright, what else we got? Yo, this guitar sounds nice. Dude, maybe I could do that random melody thing. Let's see if it works. I'll try anything once. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, wow, there's a lot more on this than I thought. What is this? Sounds like a song about someone who misses their darling. Dude, let's turn it into some hip hop. Okay, let's do... Maybe if I adjust the length, I can just get the first note. So that's the first note. And then I might have to do the envelope too to like make it fade out normally. Okay, let's do this. 1 every 4. Might be as good as it gets. Okay, so then, whoops. So let's do this. So shift option option, and then we were talking about this earlier, where you do option and you press right. It gives you a random pattern. I don't know. We'll have to get lucky with it. It does not sound that good. Whoops. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Dude, I swear this is working and it sounded sick. Maybe it's not the right sample. Okay. Yeah, it sounds pretty wonky. Okay. Get rid of it. And keep shopping around. this is one piece of it, but I'll probably need to do some different pitches of it or something. But yeah, I don't want it to play every bar, so we're gonna skip. So we'll do every other. Some reverb. Whoa. Dude, what did I do? I accidentally pasted it. Dude, that was weird. I was just trying to adjust the bandpass. Nice. Okay, so we got the female vocalist kind of in the back seat. Yeah, the bandpass really helped sort of tame the... It's not as forward, basically. Sounds nice with the reverb too. But yeah, I think we definitely need some other vocalist stuff to kind of fill in the gaps here. So let's do that. That sounds kind of tight. Might be able to make it work. Alright, let's try it maybe in these off notes or off spaces. Could do the start command so that it starts at the end, so it's not that climb. Whoops. So maybe I could have it play the full sequence in the last one. What is that like? So I kind of want those like horn notes to come out quicker. And you can do that with the start command. It's not that tedious. So let's try and dial it in here. Because yeah, basically it's like ba-da, ba-da, da, da. And so yeah, I can make them come out faster by just, yeah, moving the start point with the SDA command. I gotta turn off the delay and reverb so I don't get confused. Dude, that sounds kind of tight. What did I even do? Maybe the full note should be on the first one. Right pitch though. Sounds wonky. Oh, maybe that's it. I get the timing right on this. Maybe I can use the micro timing command. Alright, let's try not to obsess here. What else do we got? A lot of nice drums. Nope. Dude, that one's nice. We already got enough female vocalist, I think, though. Dude, those sound really sick, though. I think we can make this guitar chord work. Dude, put some delay on that. See what happens. Whoops. What's up, Gat Earther? What's cracking, bro? Dude, we back. Just like a cardiac. That's how we get down. Dude, welcome. What's up with you? Alright, I think I gotta move this one later, because the horn kind of takes longer in this section. Dude, but you see I got the transpose column in effect. Dude, we are working... It's supposed to make this more efficient, but it's still taking me forever to make this beat. And that's the fun part. I like picking the sounds. Sometimes it takes a while. Okay, let me move this to number 4. See what that sounds like. Works. Dude, 1 track left. I got a 1-track mind here. That's to finish this track. Piano trill? There's a correct timing to it, I gotta figure it out. Dude, maybe in the last bar, just have that kind of peppered in. Maybe too much, I don't know. Let's find out. On today's episode of it, is it too much? nice and low. Dude, with delay though? Oh, bro. Dude, you get that delay on there? Wow. Dude. Sometimes I'm surprised that things work out the way they do. Okay, so that sounds pretty chill. And then we've got all these empty bars. Dude, I could probably put even more sounds in there. What else we got? Dude, got Earthrid? Spitting on this track, dude. It's got a nice vibe. Oh yeah, Fortune from Within writes in. Check the chat here. So Fortune from Within says, what do you think of the Polyend mini tracker? Dude, it seems pretty cool. I saw DiBiase use it once. I don't know too much about the Polyends though. I've only ever used the M8. But the reason why I got the M8 actually is because I saw someone use it was the Polyend tracker, not the mini. It was the full-size one. But yeah, the mini seems cool. It's definitely a lot bigger than this thing, which is not me speaking ill of it. But it depends on what you're looking for in terms of like portable or etc. But yeah, I think that thing's much bigger. It's kind of like it. If I remember correctly, it's like the size of an iPad or something. Maybe it's smaller than that. But yeah, that thing seems pretty chill. I don't know, trackers are fun. I think there's like a way, I think all samplers are cool. It's definitely a cool way to use all of them. But yeah, Polyend's tight, Dirtywave's tight. That's how we get down. Alright, let's put a name on this thing. So we need to crack it on something else. Yeah, so this beat turned out pretty sick, and basically it was me kind of just piecing together all these weird random percussion samples, and then the strings kind of inspired me to add the other sounds, but this is the percussion. It's like very minimalist, or maybe not minimalist, because there's a lot going on, but none of it is like the loud kick drum or like the loud snare. It's all just like, I don't know, it's a weird ensemble. But it like works. Melodic stuff without the strings. A lot of nice layers. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that was that beat. And then instead of making another one, I did kind of want to touch up some of these beats that I was working on the airplane. Because yeah, like I was talking about earlier, it's like kind of hard to hear the low end when you're on like a plane with all the noise and stuff. So let's take a listen to some of the beats I made and see if they need like bass or other stuff. So Air 2, yep, What's this one? So yeah, this one did have bass. I think I made this in the airport, so I wasn't having that problem with the bass. Okay, no edits required. What else we got? So this one doesn't have bass. Yeah, let's try adding some bass. Oh yeah, then Gatherthroat says, I need you to come kick it and help me record guitar samples on the Lo-Fi 6 for the new metal bands and other samples. Dude, let me tell you about the Lo-Fi 6, dude. Okay, so the Liven Lo-Fis, like the ones before the Lo-Fi 12 XT, which is the square one, or it's rectangular, they're like the longer ones with the keyboard. Dude, I have no idea how to work those things. Like I have one of them, the Liven Lo-Fi 12, and I was like, it's been in a bag for a while. I haven't used it in a long time. And I was gonna do like a sampler versus sampler video where I was gonna be like, okay, let's do the Lo-Fi 12 XT versus the, old school Lo-Fi or whatever. Dude, I couldn't even remember how to make a beat on it. And I was trying to figure it out, like reading the manual and stuff. And I was like, dude, this is not gonna happen. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hack it. So yeah, I kind of just gave up. I still have the thing, the Lo-Fi 12, the Liven Lo-Fi 12, but I don't know, it's kind of hard to use. It's not like a screen with detailed information. It's just like it's kind of like the Roland P6. You kind of just have to know what you're doing. So yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to help you with the Lo-Fi 6, is basically what I'm trying to say. But dude, I'm always down to clown. So we gotta coordinate. That would be fun. I don't know anything about new metal, but I'm down to help, dude. Okay, let's do bass on this. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, what do we got here? Dude, I like that. Whoa, there's 2 notes? Dang. Alright, I gotta trim it. We're gonna do quarter notes, and then, yeah, I'll just play it and then adjust the length parameter. There we go. Alright, so what was I doing? Boom, 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 like this. Nope. Alright, now I gotta do the micro timing. So yeah, the micro timing really adds a difference to it. But yeah, now I kind of want the pitches to change at certain points in the pattern. So let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe this is where I can like climb down. Oh wait, I have to copy it first. Dang it. Okay. Here we go. And then maybe this one climbs up. And then just like this one, I want it to be A sharp 3, A flat 3, whatever the pound means. And then I think I want another note to be like here, maybe. this one though. Okay. Dude, why is this one low? What the heck? Nice. Yo, Jamie Rice. What's up, bro? What's cracking? So yeah, really I was kind of just, vocalizing it, and then I felt like there should have been another note here, so I kind of just put one down. That's sort of the thing with M8. It's a lot of trial and error, but it's not too bad. And yeah, it's pretty fun, especially when it works out. It sounds pretty sick. Alright, so that's the bass line dialed in. Dude, we got one more track. So it's mostly percussion, and then we got the horns, the bass. What else is on here? It's like mostly percussion. Maybe some Rhodes would sound sick. Dude, I really gotta replace this memory card. I think the SD card is like going out on me. Sometimes it like gets kind of crackly. Dude, maybe this. I might have to put a filter on it though. Let's see, where would I have it? And then I would definitely do it like every other bar. Alright. It's not too bad. Dude, Jamie Rice, annoyed at work. Dude, heck yeah. Well, yeah, dude, anytime you're trying to chill out, all you gotta do is check the stream out. We got the nice vibes, dude. Dude, the M8's sick. Definitely recommend getting the reps in. You know your boy's got the videos, dude. I haven't really done like an intro to the M8 video. I was thinking about doing that, but it's every time I try and think of it, it's like like it's gonna be a lot of work, but I think it'd be very helpful. So yeah, I feel like an intro to M8 video is on the way. I'll probably do that in the next like month or so. But yeah, dude, definitely all it takes is practice. Just like any sampler. Just gotta put the reps in. And this thing's dope. Dude, you can take it with you. Take it to work. Make beats on your lunch break. Alright. So I added a couple layers to this. It's still kind of just like a little loop, but I'm okay with that. What is this one? I can do a high pass on this. Let's see. Just keep a little bass in there so I can do my own bass on it. Let's see. Nice break. Too loud though. Yo, you just got static. What's up, bro? Dude, I'm chilling. How's it going with you? Alright, so yeah, definitely need to add some bass here. Then we have one other track too. Let's start with the bass. Where are my basses? Let's see. Da-da-da. And yeah, usually when it comes to picking a bass, I have this folder. It's got all these bass, like one shots basically that I've recorded from like records and whatnot. Just like individual notes. So yeah, usually what I do is I'll like listen to the beat and I'll just play like pretty much all these until I find one that's like the root note. So that's the note where like it kind of sounds like it's in harmony with all the, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but basically if you just play like a bunch of different bass notes, sometimes some of them sound kind of bad. Other ones sound like they fit perfectly. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. It's just one that matches the melodic scale or what have you. Dude, KLP SLP says, amazing tune. How'd you make those pads sound so fuzzy? Dude, I don't know. It's a good question. It might have been like that when I recorded it. Or wherever I got the samples from, actually. Let's see if I can track down these pads you're talking about. Probably this one? these chords remind me of like Silent Hill for some reason. Yeah, so this is basically just a sample from this sample pack that I downloaded by Marlo Diggs. He does like MPC videos and stuff. So he must be using like, I don't know, some kind of, I forget what you call it. Saturator, I think is what it's called. But yeah, I think he does stuff that kind of like brings up some of those like sort of fuzzy tones or whatever. It's got to be some kind of light distortion maybe. But if you have something that like has that kind of sound in it, you can also use the OTT compressor to bring it up too. So right now I don't even have the OTT on, but if I crank it up a little bit, you can hear the noise floor increases. It sounds like a hiss. Dude, it gets pretty loud too. It off. Yeah, it's got to be some kind of like virtual effect or something. Dude, it sounds sick. Alright, so let's find the bass here. Dude, I kind of like this little lick. Just 2 notes. I think that'll go good at the end, probably. Alright, so we gotta find the main note, though. So maybe this. There's like 4 notes on it though. Try and grab this one maybe. And then normalize it. Okay, and then I'll save this in my test folder. So I don't want to mess with the original sample. Boom. Just drop it in the dumpster that is my test folder. Okay. So yeah, I think this works well as like the root note, perhaps. Might have to change it like a couple semitones. Let's see. Actually, I think that's the right note. Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's right and then I listen to it 10 minutes later and it sounds totally different. Okay, then yeah, this is probably where I'll put these notes. So let's do the MTT. Kind of nudge them around. Whoops. That's where I want the notes to be, but now I need to pick some different pitches for it to kind of like progress with the rest of the sequence. Dang, I tried to make this like hold shorter, but it sounds kind of weird. Alright, copy this out. Then yeah, I don't want this kind of double note at the end for every single one, so we'll do that every other one. Maybe it like climbs up on this last one. Alright, and then I hit it with the low pass filter, so it's kind of like more sub bassy. Sits nice and deep in the mix. We do this last track too. I guess I wasn't sure what to put on here. So it's got like guitar, bass, what else? I think there's like Rhodes too. The pads that KL PSLP was talking about. And then yeah, to answer your question, KL PSLP, I do not have a SoundCloud. Or maybe I do actually. But that just goes to show you how little I use it. I am on Bandcamp, if you want to listen to some of my music. I'll put the link in the chat. actually, there's quite a bit going on here, so I don't think I need to add another melodic layer. So let's save it, not load it. Boom. Override it. Alright, so that was the third beat. What's going on with this one? Dude, heck yeah. Are you here in California? KLPSLP? Dude, yeah, this one turned out sick. Oh, from the Ukraine. Dude, heck yeah. Dude, shout out to the Ukraine. This like vocal male choir sounds sick. Yeah, I don't think I need to add anything to this. There's kind of bass. It's hard to hear though. I think I'm alright with it the way it is. Okay. Yo, EOMX, dude, appreciate that. Thank you much. Probably some more layers I could add to that, but I think the bass is fine, which is kind of what I'm focused on right now. All right, what about this one? This one also has bass. There is room for more layers though, because right now it's just the acoustic guitar, the drums, and then the bass. So yeah, let's try doing maybe like horn section or something. so let's do, yeah, it'll show up every other bar. This thing's got some noise on it. I gotta do bandpass maybe. Dude, the filter just works wonders sometimes. Nice. Dude, what's going on with this? Oh, it's got the delay on it. It's problematic. 'Cause it kind of doubles it. Maybe it'll work though. Let's see. Yeah, I would definitely go right here. Nice little vibe. So yeah, KLPSLP says, I love your sample packs. What kind of music do you listen to? Dude, I listen to all kinds of stuff. All over the place. Yeah, basically any kind of records that look cool, I'll buy and listen to. But I also listen to like, yeah, hip hop, you know, musicians and whatnot. Beat makers, as they're called, as we call ourselves. Dude, there's a lot of cool music in Sacramento. You mentioned it earlier, but yeah, dude, DiBiase is in Sacramento. He's like originally from LA. He does really cool stuff. And like Madlib's a cool producer. And who else? You know, all the classics, J Dilla and all that. Dude, I listen to all kinds of stuff. Dude, a lot of cool music out there. Definitely. Dude, got Earthraid, got Resident Evil 2 for the N64. Dude, that's crazy. Bro, I have this N64 like flash cart, and I played Resident Evil 2 on it. It's actually pretty sick. I'm still surprised that they were able to fit that game on a cartridge, because it's like a CD. It's 2 discs, in fact, on PlayStation 1. There's the Claire disc and the Leon disc, and I guess they put it all on a N64 cart. Dude, that's dope, though. Dude, my man's getting down on the horror survival. Dude, you gotta play Code Veronica 2 before the remake comes out. That's what I'm about to do. Alright. Dude, some nice jazz piano. It sounds sick, too. Dude, ask away. You just got static? Let me know what you got, dude. Dude, maybe this one will sound sick. Yeah, if you got gear questions, let me know. I may not be able to answer all of them, but I can definitely try. I'll let you know if it's out of my professional zone. What's the word for it? Area of expertise is what I was trying to think of. Okay. Alright, so I think this would be good, like, kind of between the horn section. So let's do that. 71. So maybe like this. Does have enough going on. I'm gonna add another layer. So yeah, we got the horn, the acoustic guitar, and then the that like kind of Rhodes thing that I added. Not too bad. OTT. This one's tough. Pretty sick, but it's like it kind of sounds a little flat. I'm gonna have to adjust the levels of some of the instruments, I think. But yeah, you just got static ass. Is it worth it to have a sick 88 key MIDI keyboard for this? Think about buying the A88 Mark II from Roland. Dude, I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't really use this thing with a controller that much. I'm not sure what kind of, because yeah, there's definitely like a way to control voices on the M8 polyphonically by using the various tracks. You basically go to these MIDI settings menu, and then you can change like the MIDI channel so that like basically if you have everything on channel 1, you can play polyphonic notes by like the additional voices will go to these other tracks. So there is a way to use like a large keyboard to like kind of play like a lot of notes at once on the M8, but I would say it's not really what it's like designed to do. They also have this like rec note channel as well, which allows you to add notes to the sequence as it's playing, and it'll like punch them in or whatever, or add them to the sequence. It's like real-time recording basically. But again, like if you have a really nice like keyboard like that, I don't know if this thing you'll be able to like play instruments on it. You could record whatever you're playing on it into this, like if it's a synth or whatever. It's very easy to record like quantized recordings that like line up with the rest of the arrangement. So say you use M8 and you create like the backing track with like the drums and stuff, and then you want to just play something on top of it from your synth or whatever, you could totally do that. And it's very easy to set it up to where it like kind of starts recording when the pattern plays so that it all is in time or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. It kind of depends on sort of what you're looking to do. But yeah, is that what you're thinking about doing? Using the M8 as kind of like the rhythm section and then jamming over it with the A88? Or do you want to use the A88 to like play stuff on this? I don't know. You got a lot of options basically. But yeah, it's very good for that multi-track recording. Like you just record different parts and it just syncs up perfectly. Oh, dude, heck yeah. Dude, I love doing that. It's like my favorite workflow. I have other streams where I've done that, so definitely check those out if you're interested. Because yeah, you can do a lot with just a controller controlling something else and then just recording the audio into M8. Dude, GG Blaps, what's up, bro? Welcome. All right, what am I doing on this beat? What we got going on here? I think I had the DJ filter on. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Turn the shaker down. Nice. Yeah, the OTT really made the shaker super loud to bring it down a little bit. Yeah, the OTT, it's definitely not the replacement for like a properly mixed song, but it can help glue things together if you're stuck between a rock and a hard place like me. I think it sounds pretty chill. Maybe I could do some bass. Something like that. Yeah, let's try it out. I got one track left. That's what we're gonna do. Dude, and Gigi says we should do a dueling M8 stream together sometime. Dude, that sounds epic. Like a beat battle kind of? Dueling? Or are we working together? Is it cooperative or is it competitive? Dude, because I'm into it. Either way. Yeah, that sounds fun, man. I don't know what the logistics of it would be, but dude, you know where I'm at. Both geographically and with regards to the internet and streaming. So dude, that would be sick. Yeah, man, hit me up. Dude, I'm totally down. Dude, yeah, co-op mode. That's what's up, dude. Oh, like you're thinking about like one part being composed on one M8 and then the other part of the beat on the other M8, and it like kind of plays at the same time, maybe? Dude, I'm interested. Sounds sick. That's what's up. All right, let's get this bass line dialed in here. What do we got? Dude, heck yeah. Sounds tight. Boom, boom. Never would have known. Okay, let me do the length on it. Just want the first one. Boom, 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 boom. I kind of wanted to like climb up, but I don't know exactly how to do it. You'd be on the first one? Dude, that doesn't seem right. Maybe. To be a little bit later. I don't know. Here, let me make a copy of it so I don't have to do this 100 times. Okay. Let's see. Move it down. No, step one's too late. What the heck? Why am I in my head wanting to do it later? And this one screwed up. Whoa. Alright, what does this sound like? Yeah, let's add 100 to grade and see what that sounds like. Dude, yeah, the bass line turned out pretty chill. And I did it all with my mouth. So anyone who speaks ill of vocalizing, they don't know what they're talking about because it makes it easy. I just went boom, 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 boom. Dude, I appreciate you saying that. You just got static? Yeah, I don't know how I do it either. If I figure it out, I'll tell you. Alright, so that's that one. Alright, so there's 2 left. What else do we got? Oh, I'm on live mode. Whoops. already has bass. Could probably use some other melodic stuff, but figure it out some other time. Alright, what's the last one? Oh, I guess I'll save it. Okay, this is number 10. We heard you like that, nice hiss. It's kind of a weird one. It's like kind of off kilter a little bit. It's more that like low percussion type stuff. It's kind of just a loop too. Not sure what else to do with it. Nice, okay, cool. Because yeah, really what I wanted to do with these was, these were all beats I made on the airplane. So I wanted to like check the sonics and make sure everything sounded fine. Because again, when you're like spending time on a plane like that, it's like some of the sort of background noise gets in the way of like making music. So it can be hard to hear things like the bass and like other elements. So I just wanted to listen to everything once to see if it all turned out okay. It sounds pretty fine. But yeah, let's listen to that beat that I made earlier. Close this out here. In progress. Dude, look at all these beats I never finish. Okay. 8/4, that's the one. Dude, I forgot about the piano trill. Dude, I love that. It sounds so sick. Just brings a smile to my face. Yeah, the trill's a nice touch. Yeah, it's kind of just a little loop. But I can dig it. Probably more I could do to it. Something different with the strings, maybe. Maybe the trill could come in once every 8 bars instead of once every 4 bars. Boom, there we go. We made an improvement. Save it. Alright, y'all. Well, I think that's going to do it for this session, so just want to say thank you to everyone for rocking out with me, sticking around, checking out this all the beats I was working on. Yeah, I didn't have the video on today because I'm a little bit sick, so you don't need to feast your eyes on what we got going on over here. It's all good. But yeah, let's see, I'm trying to think if there's any announcements. I think, yeah, there's nothing new to report, so just stay tuned for more epic streams, fun videos, etc. And yeah, let me give some shout outs to the chat too. Who we got out here? Dude, Synac, Mr. 842, Recliner, dude, B Jamming since birth, dude, shout out to all y'all. Lay Feynar, dude, shout out to you. Dude, Engineer, my man. Yeah, dude, talking about the M8, this thing's crazy. Shout out to you, bro. Dude, who else we got? Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Dude, Gat Earthward, of course. Oh, dude, Fortune from Within. Dude, shout out to you. Dude, Jamie Rice tuned in as well. You Just Got Static. Dude, KLPSLP. I think that's everyone. No, and then Gigi as well. Dude, heck yeah. Oh, and then PTNCE. Dude, heck yeah. Well, yeah, I appreciate y'all hanging out, rocking out with me. Hope to catch you on the next one. But until then, peace.